great information to enrich your life. And as you mentioned, Dr. Pritchard, your why, of course, is one of the most important things. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
All right, we are back. Fox 10, Talk Sports pregame. Robby Baker, Blake Niemann, a few weeks off.
A few weeks off, but we're back.
You were out of town. I was out of town. I'm still feeling the remnants of being out of town. If you can tell by my voice. It's good to be back, though, in the streaming studios. I was off last weekend. My baby sister got married over the weekend.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations.
Yes.
What is it, Molly is her name?
Molly, yes, got married. Came back a little under the weather and lost my voice because I got a little carried away singing with the band in the reception. So it was not my fault. Okay, it was. Do you like yacht rock? Are you a yacht rock guy?
Oh, big yacht rock guy.
Okay, then you understand. Yachtly Crew was the name of the band that played my sister's reception. And I mean, come on, you're playing Hall & Oates. They closed it with Lido Shuffle. The lead singer hands me the mic. You know I'm going to sing. And the next thing I know, I wake up Sunday. And I literally couldn't talk, and I thought this is probably bad because I talk for a living in about 72 hours. But we are battling through. A lot of honey and green tea has gotten me to this point. But we're hoping Richard Saenz is out in Peoria, doing another Rolling with Richard tailgate party today. He was part of the grounds crew with the Padres.
Yeah, that was fun.
He raked the infield during the third inning, it looked like today, or fourth inning. So this was like real game reps for Richard Saenz today.
Goodness gracious. So, for people who don't know, I'll let Richard probably tell the story if he gets on here at some point. But as a prelude, when he tells this story all the time. When he was in his first market in El Paso, Texas, he posed as like the first base coach. So this isn't his first time doing like some extraordinary out of the box type stuff. I was able to go out there with Richard and film this story that you guys are going to see at 4:00 and 5:00 tonight.
Nice.
Really a lot of fun. Richard actually did a really good job. I'm like not just saying that. Like that's just like objectively he mowed the grass straight. This guy got up on this big lawnmower.
I would have been
mowed
intimidated.
The grass.
I would have been
and
intimidated.
he walked down the chalk line. He did like a little waddle down the chalk line, but it was straight. The chalk line was straight, like the third base line. He got it right. So
respect to Richard's groundkeeping.
Yeah, you guys
skills.
gotta see the story. It's quite hilarious, actually.
Oh, it looks like Richard may be attempting to pop up here. Obi,
Hey,
it looks like
I
he came
see
up on 15. It looks like
Big Rich.
Obi. So we'll bring Richard in a second. Our director Obi will code the shot here to bring him in, and there he is. Richard,
Big Rich.
Can you hear us? Are you there, Richard?
We can hear you, buddy. How are you?
All right, I can hear you guys too.
Rolling with Richard out in the RV
man.
once again. How we doing out there?
We got koozies we're giving away. We were giving away some Sunset koozies, rolling with Richard koozies.
This is a legit operation we got going now.
Burgers.
This is legit.
Yeah, man, we're legit now.
Man,
It's a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. Fans have been trickling in, people coming in, checking out the RV, talking about the baseball season, D-backs, Padres, Mariners out here at the Peoria Sports Complex. Sun City RV has really hooked it up. We've teamed up with Sun City RV, Peoria Sports Complex, having a great old time, giving out the koozies. I mean, you can't be. It's like Christmas morning, right? You know, you guys.
Seriously,
I heard
man.
you guys talking about my grounds crew skills.
Yeah.
And Blake, you're right. Blake saw when I was managing first base for the Diablos back in the day. So it's not my first rodeo.
It's not your first rodeo, Rich. Give our viewers here on Fox 10 Talks a little prelude of what they can see at Fox 10 News at 4 and 5.
Yeah, we got to hang out with the grounds crew here. Elliot Schweitzer, the head grounds crew guy, let me put down the third base line. I mowed a little bit, and then I even got to do some in-game stuff, raking the infield in the third inning. That was a lot of fun. A little nerve-wracking, but yeah, the story at 4 and 5 o'clock is going to be, me being a grounds crew member for a day. And look, when
He
you do
killed
that
it.
stuff, you respect it.
He killed
You know? But hey, it's tough.
Well, that's
Thanks,
Richard.
man. I appreciate
Richard.
you. I got candy. Look, Blake's
yeah.
gonna get some candy.
What's the stash? What's the stash?
You'll get some of this when we get back.
Oh my gosh, we already have a candy overload in the sports.
We do have a
office.
lot of
It's
candy.
Actually, kind of unhealthy.
Richard, I'm curious. What were the nerves like? Because you sent us a text this afternoon. You said, "Oh my gosh, I think I'm going to be on the field between the third and fourth inning, raking the infield." How nervous were you? Because not only are you doing it in front, I'm assuming it was a pretty packed house. It's the opener of the Cactus League. But then you also have
Right.
major league players. So you're like, hey, excuse me, sorry. Hey, I don't want to break any ankles here. My bad. Oh, it's all good here.
Exactly. I was like, there's Fernando Tatis. I don't want to rake over his toe. You know what I mean? I don't want to knock Manny Machado's knee out. You know. So you're right. And I got so into it. I'm like, okay, you got to go have it this way. Then, I'm like. I just got my own well, and somebody's like, excuse me. I'm like, oh, yeah, there are Major League Baseball players here trying to work on their craft. It's not just all about me.
Richard
So,
throws
yeah, it
the
was
rake
really
down,
interesting.
fields a ground ball. He's like, oh, here you go, man.
Yeah. So it was nerve-wracking. It was fun. Look, I've covered the World Series, the Super Bowl, the NBA Finals. This is right up there with it. Okay, spring training, raking the infield. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Rich. On that note, this has got to be what year is this covering spring training to you? Like 20 now? 20 years covering spring training out here?
At least, well,
Yeah.
03. So what? 23 years, 24th year.
Yeah. Wow. What's so special?
It's
It's
unbelievable.
It's opening day around the Cactus League. What's so special about the spring training around these parts?
Yeah, I mean that's a great question because the weather's perfect, and everybody's has high hopes for the season. Everybody wants to look, but some people are saying, hey, I want to see how the veterans are going to do. Some people have eyes on a rookie that's going to get a chance to play, and it's just, the regular season, they start playing for keeps right around the corner, and it all starts with this. And it was almost like Christmas morning. I brought my grill. We were making some hamburgers. People were like, hey, I was like, you want a hamburger? They're like, how much? I'm like, free. They're like, well, yeah. It came up.
No one says no to a free hamburger.
But it was funny because I'm like, this does look kind of sketchy. A strange man handing out candy in front of a van,
And this is
What
like the
could go
12th
wrong?
time. This is like the 12th time you've done this, and they're still letting you keep doing it. So,
I know.
Is
And
this
then I
the
had
same
some people
RV?
like, hey,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, it is the same one we used last time.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I'm familiar with it, and there were some people that said they were watching at home, and they said, hey, so they came out just to come by. So It's been pretty cool.
They were probably
Very
confused
good
because there was
turnout.
it wasn't overrun by North Dakota hockey fans this time. They were like, wait a minute, where did all the snowbirds go?
Well, I think the
I
snowbirds
did
are
have
still out
some
here
guy
for
from the
spring
Navy
training.
come in and give me a hard time. But yeah, no North Dakota people yet. Who knows? We had a lot of Seattle people come by.
Oh, and that's like a similar-ish green, I suppose. What were the vibes out there? We'll talk D-backs in the second segment here. They were battling the Rockies in their opener. What were the vibes? What was the feeling around Mariners-Padres opener today? A couple former D-backs out there as well, and Eugenio Suarez, Josh Naylor out there still. Eugenio went to the Reds in the offseason, but Josh Naylor out there still with the Mariners.
But yeah, the vibe is good. The vibe is positive. Everybody was happy. Everybody was just, couldn't wait to get in. It was really neat because we were live at 9:30, and then we were live again at noon, and that's when people were really starting to trickle in, and people were excited. I had a beanbag toss thing out here, and our beanbag set from the station where it was for the Field of Dreams. Remember when we had that on Fox?
Oh,
we had like Yankee and White Sox bags. So we're like, we're going to see if we can work in the budget where we can get a rolling with Richard beanbag toss set. So we're still, working it in the works, and we're going to have to maybe take Ty Brennan's clothing allowance away to get us to pay for it. But hey, whatever works. See if he's really a team player.
I'm curious, you're out there, obviously your name is on the segment, the Rolling with Richard Super Tailgate Party. In your opinion, what is it about the recreational vehicle that brings people together in such a way that it does?
Yeah, I think it's a curiosity. I had 2 police officers come in here.
That was for a different reason. That was for a different reason. That was a totally off. Yeah.
And that's the thing. I go, this looks really bad. This looks really bad when I got 2 officers in here. I'm out giving candy to kids, and now I got 2 officers in here. I'm like, this does not look good. But no, they were just curious, and they're like, how much is this thing? And I'm like, this thing is $59,000, $59,900. I'm going to try to get them a deal. But yeah, I was like, yeah, come on by, come on in. And they come in. I think a lot of people are curious. They're like, what? First of all, they're like, what is going on? And then people are like, are you coming out here tomorrow? Like, no, but we will be a talking stick on Wednesday. They're like, okay, and where else after that? I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe NASCAR. Who knows?
Wherever they
keep
send
an eye out for us. But
What?
Exactly.
Yeah. On that note,
curiosity is the thing. People want to see what it looks like inside.
On that note of talking stick, Rich, heading out there this upcoming week, what are your thoughts on the D-backs getting this thing started? And, with the World Baseball Classic around the corner, Torey Lovello getting some of his starters in there early on.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Alec Thomas is going to be representing Team Mexico, so that's pretty cool. Too bad Corbin Carroll won't be able to take part in the World Baseball Classic. But I think what's really cool is the D-backs have, 3 pitchers in their farm system that they got with the Merrill Kelly trade to the Rangers. And oh, by the way, Merrill Kelly's back. I was like, if we can continue to do that, trade a guy on an expired contract, have another team rent him, give the D-backs some prospects, good prospects, pitching prospects. You could always use pitching, right? And then get the guy back. I mean, and then, the D-backs didn't think they were going to be able to either get both Kelly and Gallen back. What do you know? Things didn't work out for Gallen the way him and his agent wanted in the offseason. So he's like, you know what? If I'm going to do a 1-year deal, might as well do it with a team I'm familiar with and a manager I like. And I think that's a testament to Torey Lovello. The guys like Merrill Kelly and Zach Gallen will say, you know what? I've tested free agent. I have a chance to go somewhere else, but I am choosing to come back here to play for this team. So that says a lot about the culture that Torey Lovello's developed there in that clubhouse.
Shout out AZ Guitar Star on the chat right now, giving a shout out to Richard. She used, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but they used a Richard and then the emoji, the smiley face with the glasses. So I'm assuming that, like the sunglasses. So I assume that they think you're a cool dude,
that's
Richard.
right, because I normally don't wear glasses on the air. That's right.
Yeah, but they were like
I'm
the sunglasses
fine.
one. So it's like, it's like,
Exactly.
I think they were saying you were a cool dude. So shout out AZ Guitar Star for watching here. Yeah, so I think it was a compliment. Let's see.
I love it when you lie to me, AZ Guitar Star. Thank you so much.
I was trying to read the next comment, but I was confused by it. But we'll kind of wrap up here. We got about a minute left before we hit the break. It's worth noting in terms of new additions to the Diamondbacks team this year, Nolan Arenado, his first at bat as a Diamondback, bottom of the second inning, launched a home run. Waldenschmidt, one of their top prospects out in left field today, hit a ball that I think they said it was at exit velocity of like 116 miles per hour. Only like 4 Diamondbacks have ever done that. 2 of those times was Corbin Carroll. So that's the kind of offensive firepower that the D-backs could be working with this year. So we'll check back in. We'll keep Richard on the line here because, I mean, come on, what else is he doing out there? He's just hanging out in the RV. That's what we're doing. We're talking sports here. And there he is. You put your feet up, Richard. Enjoy. On the other side of the little break here as well, we'll dive into some with the D-backs opener, what we saw today, and also, unfortunately, another injury for the Phoenix Suns. We thought they came out of the All-Star break healthy, and then next thing you know, Grayson Allen sprains his ankle, and Devin Booker is dealing with the right hip injury. So. All right, we are back. Oh, we lost Richard. We'll pull him back up here. Hopefully on... Oh, we got some technical difficulties here. It happens every now and then on Fox 10 Talk Sports.
He's back.
The beautiful thing is
Big
that...
Rich is back.
Oh, there he is. He's back. He's back. This is live, baby. All the way live.
Live, all the way live.
The guys from Sun City RV came back, and now they're like,
bring him in.
They were about to come in and hang out. No, they backed up. They did the moonwalk out of here.
They like to operate in the shadows. You know, they're like the man behind the curtain. Christine Carroll saying hello.
They're the guy behind the guy.
Exactly. Christine Carroll saying hello to everybody here. Thank you for watching, Christine. My dad, also Robert Baker on the chat, wanted to know what guys we're keeping an eye on. That would be key to the success of the Diamondbacks this season. In terms of that, I would probably look to the pitching staff, and it's probably, honestly, the two guys that you brought up, Richard. If Zach Gallen can get back to being the Cy Young Zach Gallen that we know he can be, and Merrill Kelly can continue to be that steadying presence, you need those two guys to keep this team, in a good spot around the All-Star break, because we hope around July, maybe early August, is when Corbin Burns will be hopefully back and at full speed. And if Kelly and Gallen at the top end of the rotation keep this team afloat in terms of the starting pitching, and also don't forget guys like Ryan Nelson and stuff like that. But if those two horses at the top really get going, then the D-backs hopefully will be in a good spot when Corbin Burns comes back, and then you got a three-headed monster hopefully making a playoff push. But I'll turn the floor over to you, Richard, since you're out at baseball right now. What is one Diamondbacks player that you are keeping an eye on that you're thinking, hey, okay, that may be the X factor this year?
Well, one of the guys you mentioned, Robby, and it was cool to hear that because, I was working. I was a ground crew guy today, so I didn't get the chance to really find out what the D-backs were doing. But the Waldschmidt kid, he is their top prospect. And I was talking to a guy with Baseball America, Jesus Cano, on Fox 10 Talks on Wednesday. And he was talking about that they are going to give him every opportunity to show what he can do, and he could be kind of like, one of those Blaze Alexander guys that plays so well in spring training where you're like, man, we can't send this guy back down. And I think that's what's always cool to see is who's going to shine, right? And I think that's why it was a great question by your father, because there's always somebody that comes in like, hey, who's that guy? What is he doing? And I think Waldschmidt could be that guy. And when he if you can hit, you can smash the ball the way he did today, that'll raise some eyebrows, and that's when they'll start finding a way to get you in there. Another guy that, when is it going to finally come through is Jordan Lawler. I've been waiting for him. I've been pulling for him, and he definitely got plenty of opportunities. He did more than dipped his toe in the water. So I think now it's really time for him to take that next step and prove he could be a big league player on a regular basis.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with him, too, because the thought was he was going to be at shortstop, but then Geraldo Perdomo popped, and then it's like, okay, maybe he'll play third, but never really felt comfortable there. And then they trade for Nolan Arenado, so now it looks like he's going to maybe find a spot in the outfield. I wanted to get the correct stat, by the way, on Ryan Waldschmidt's hit today. Exit velocity of 115.6 miles per hour. Gabby Moreno, Geraldo Perdomo, Nolan Arenado, Carlos Santana, or Pavin Smith have never hit a ball that fast in a regular season game, according to the advanced stats. And that 115.6 miles per hour would be the 26th hardest hit in all of Major League Baseball regular season games last year. So that's it's a very, very small dot of stats there, but that is cool. That is a pretty impressive even spring training game or not. Blake, I'll turn the floor over to you.
Well, he's a big dude.
Here.
Like
large fella.
He's a
large fella.
Very big dude. So he has some power behind that for sure, and that would be exciting for him to get an opportunity with the D-backs. Honestly, I'm going to go with like some of the bigger names that I feel like it's critical that they stay consistent, like Geraldo Perdomo, top 5 in MVP voting for the NL last year. If he can play at that same level this year, that's what's going to propel the D-backs far. I think you make a great point with the pitching. How is the starting pitching going to work out? I think, you mentioned briefly Ryan Nelson. I think especially with Corbin Burns, and we don't know exactly what's going to happen with like AJ Puck and his recovery timeline. Like Ryan Nelson was pretty consistent guy last year in the rotation. Can he provide that again and really step up into a consistent starting role? And I think, I'm just intrigued to see a lot of different pieces. Can Corbin Carroll kind of return to proper shape after this broken hand? Like, I think there's some question marks with like the injury recovery timelines of if these guys are going to return to proper shape.
The Corbin Carroll thing is wild because it was such a freak injury. It sounds like the live batting practice. He was there before he even had to report to spring training. He reports early and ends up in live batting practice breaking, it's called the hamate, I believe is how you pronounce it, bone in your hand, which from my understanding, it's like, it's a bone you have in your hand, but like, it doesn't really have a huge function unless you break it, and then it's kind of like your appendix. Like, it's there, and then if it bursts, then you have to have it removed. Yeah. And so, I'm not a doctor, but just from what I've read. So he breaks the hamate bone in his hand. He has to have surgery. And then, like, the next day, again, mind you, he's still there early. There's video of him at the facility throwing, like, the heavy ball against the wall and working out after basically 36 hours after having hand surgery. So that Corbin Carroll absolutely wired differently, and that's the guy that you want to have as kind of the centerpiece of your franchise, to be sure. Kind of transition here a little bit now off of baseball just to the other big news in the Valley that is not so exciting right now, and it is, I said it on air last night, no, the Suns are never allowed to tweet anymore that there's nobody on the injury report. Nobody is allowed to say anything about the Suns being fully healthy because they jinx it every time. It's just a bummer. Last night, it was so weird. We're watching the game. Mark Malarich, our producer, was in last night, and me. And it's like, okay, Jalen Green, the first 4 possessions, step back, jumper, drive, tough bucket, and one. And all of a sudden, 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, Jordan Ott, Suns are out in transition, and Jordan Ott calls timeout. We're like, that's weird. And then you start looking on Twitter, and it's like, oh, Devin Booker's not on the bench. Oh, Devin Booker's went to the locker room. Oh, it turns out Devin Booker is not coming back to the game with right hip soreness. It's like, this team cannot catch a break. Grayson Allen, I guess in shoot-around, sprained his ankle as well. This poor team, they have overachieved. So they've already surpassed their over-under win total this year from Vegas, and they're on track still to make the playoffs. And they've done all of this while just consistently battling injuries to their star players. It's unbelievable how they've gotten to this point, and a testament to Jordan Ott, the new head coach. But, Richard, just what was going through your mind when you're thinking, okay, this team is finally healthy? Oh, nope, Devin Booker coming off the incredible three-point contest performance over the weekend, and now he, hopefully not, but he may be out now.
Yeah, it's funny because I remember during the game yesterday, they all of a sudden he went to the locker room, but nobody knew why. I was like, well, I hope he just had to go to the bathroom. I hope it was like just, hey, I'll be right back.
The pregame meal wasn't sitting right. Pregame meal wasn't sitting right.
You know what I mean? It's like, shouldn't have had those tacos or something, something.
And then we're in San Antonio, maybe with some Tex-Mex, maybe, I don't know.
And yeah, but Austin has good food. So honestly, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I hope it's that. So, yeah, it's just like, man, par for the course for these guys. I was like, every time Jalen Green got the ball, I'm like, oh, don't get hurt, And so it's crazy. But the thing is, you see like guys like Colin Gillespie, Bouye. These guys are just they're playing great. And Jordan Ott, like you mentioned, Robby, has done a great job in making the most of what he has and really getting this talent to develop on this team. Now, I want to switch gears on you guys and let people know at home, I'm here in the RV. You guys have been in the RV before. It's the same one. You guys have seen it.
It's beautiful.
We have different cameras mounted up, so I got some different options here. This is one camera shot that we usually have outside, but now we got the banner blocking it. This is another camera shot. This is another camera shot. I also have a wireless option here, so I'm going to try this. Tell me, it's my camera, should be my phone, but let's see if it works. Tell me, what do you guys see when I punch this?
We see Earth.
Is it? I'm looking at space.
Yeah. It looks like
Earth,
is that what I'm supposed to see?
Outer space.
No, you're supposed to see what my camera's filming, but I'm sure it's operator error. But see, like this is the camera on the outside. I'm gonna walk outside. Okay, so what do you see right now?
Is that
this is back on camera?
Yeah, somebody just set up a folding chair.
You see like the banner? You see the table?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. You see outside? So I'm gonna walk outside. So this is the camera we have mounted. Can you see me now?
Oh, I got you.
We got
this
you,
is
Rich.
the banner here, but look. Yeah, we got fans coming out. These guys are leaving. See, this guy, he's got the D-back stuff on at the Padres game. I love that. He's trolling the Padres and the Mariners. We got some Mariners fans here. Who won the game? I didn't even get a chance to see it. Okay, she said it's not over yet, but the Mariners are winning. So that's pretty cool. So you guys can see me on this camera here.
Yeah,
right?
we got you.
But look, we have the grill here. This is the grill that we had going. I cooked all the hamburgers. We didn't get to the hot dogs. But look,
muffins.
I had to bring the muffins.
Gotta have.
I had to bring the muffins. Come on.
I don't know. Last time we did this,
so
the last Super Tailgate party ended up having to be in studio because the ISU hockey was on the road. And you said you were going to cook for us, Richard. And then we opened the grill, and then you had bought Chick-fil-A. So I don't know what's safer, the Chick-fil-A or the Richard hamburger.
Ricardo's here. Did I really cook? You're off camera.
Yes, you did.
See, he cooked. See, yeah, you got a witness. And he's still alive.
That's the important part.
He ate the burger and he's still living. He's standing on his feet. Because his heart.
Physical, I can still move.
Yeah, you see? He said.
It's all good.
It's all good.
We did not have to call an emergency timeout and send him to the locker room.
Exactly. Yeah, he didn't have to pull a Devin Booker and run to the locker room. So that was a look at the outside there.
I love it.
So,
Christine Carroll with us on the chat saying this seems to happen every year to the Suns. They just have to stay healthy if they want to make a deep playoff push. Well, Richard, real quick, give me like a quick 30 seconds here before we have to get out of here. I know we talked about the ground screw package we have coming up. Anything else you're quote-unquote cooking up out there from the RV for the early shows?
Yeah, I'm going to be out here. I'm going to be live at 4 o'clock. Again, live at 5 o'clock. We'll show some of that. I don't know if we're going to show me, with the infield, raking the infield or not, but I'm going to be handing out candy to total strangers. What could go wrong? And we're having a good time. And then we'll be out at Salt River Fields on Wednesday.
There you go.
Keep having fun, Rich. Living your best life.
Yeah. Hey, it beats working for a living.
That's right, baby. That's right.
And again, thanks to Sun City RV. These guys are smart. They hand out these, and then they got the the QR code on the back. That's next level stuff.
There it is. There it is.
Hey, show up the QR code again in case anyone at home wants to scan it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, how close
I don't know if it'll work.
It should work. Yeah. Hey, if you scan it and you buy an RV, Richard gets a referral. He gets a kickback on this. So.
Yes. and they call it a bird dog fee. I should get the bird dog fee. Oh, they're taking the banner down. Let's see. You can probably see better now. Can you see better now?
Yep, they just took it down.
Does that mean the